Next on Free Speech Nation, a new Iranian film is taking the movie industry by storm. I'll tell you why in just a moment. See if you can notice from these images. The director will be joining me in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Free Speech Nation. Artificial intelligence is becoming an increasingly powerful tool in filmmaking. But where should the line be drawn? A new feature film, 77 Hours, combines real actors with AI-generated environments to recreate the violence that followed the unrest in Iran in January this year. It is the first UK-produced AI-assisted feature film to receive wider cinema screenings across multiple venues. The project has also been nominated at the AI International Film Awards. Well, its director, Iranian refugee Vahid Mahdavi, says that AI can help tell stories, and we're going to have a look at this film now. Clip.
هیچ وقت خواب ظهر رو دوست نداشتم. نه تو بچگیم نه الان.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. اللهم صل علی محمد و آل محمد.
وقتی 10-12 سالم فکر می‌کردم اگه ظهر بخورم خیلی چیزا رو از دست میدم.
آقا پسرتون که انشالله بسیجی بود.
بگو ببینم از کدوم ور اومدی؟
حاجی اون دعوای ناموسی بود. بریم دنبال بابات بگردیم.
مرادی حرکت کن. مستقیم کلیدی.
من اینجا چی کار میکنم؟
I am joined in the studio now by the director of 77 Hours, Vahid Mahdavi. Big round of applause. Thank you very much. Now, you said that you use AI because otherwise it would have been impossible to tell this story, right?
Exactly. That's one of the points that we are using the AI inside this movie is that we cannot go to inside the Iran to filming. Actually, we cannot. Actually, if we were inside the Iran, we couldn't filming this kind of movies with this subject at this moment, actually, because the government is prohibited.
No, of course. I mean, they would, I imagine, murder you.
Yes, actually.
So I watched the film. I went to the premiere on Friday. It's a hard watch, frankly. It's a hard watch. It's excellent. I mean, it's unbelievable that you're watching AI. But I've never seen a kind of hybrid like this, where it's sort of telling of an historical story, but in a very digitized way, which is real. It's quite difficult to kind of take it all in, certainly with something that's such a difficult subject matter.
One of the important things about our movie is the story. The story is enough painful, and when you're following the story, it's, you will forget everything about how it's made, actually. The AI for me is a tool to creating easily and better, or something that I cannot creating with a camera. At this moment, the tools are so powerful and helping the people to creating the things that they're imagining in their mind. And in this movie, actually, we use different kind of methods to creating the realistic, high-quality image by the new technologies that's coming from China. And the Chinese company help us to recreating the scenes. Actually, recreation is meaning we had the real footage from Iran, from all the events happened on 8th and 9th of January. And we just tried to recreating the camera movements with the same acts that actors has inside the movie. The only things that we change inside it, the camera movements and the voices, the sounds, audios are original from the real footage coming out.
Wow. And dealing with a highly emotional topic, like the people I was sitting next to were crying. But to put this out sort of 6 months after the fact is that the way that we're moving nowadays as a society, that something will happen and that a feature film can be released a few months later?
Actually, the fastest timeline we had for the creation of the movie, it was 6 months. Actually, we started immediately after 9th of January. We received a story from an Instagram post that was just a story. We followed up that. And actually, we find out many horrible situations that happened inside these 2 days. And finally, we sat with our crew And actually, we wrote down everything, and we made the story, and the casting, the pre-productions happened in 1 month, and we started to recording inside the studio for the actings. And actually, we started to use visual effects in a couple of days after the recording. For 3 months, we just edit the film, and it was ready right now. But the moment that we release it in these days, because we believe that the world is, at this moment, trying to forget what's happened inside these 2 days.
So this is to help remind people.
Exactly.
There are, of course, arguably sort of moral implications because it's presenting these facts, but they're contested, obviously, by people in the regime and Islamists who would sort of say, oh, it was, a few thousand people, even though the numbers indicate it's tens of thousands. You're hoping, obviously, though, to use this as a course correction for that, right?
Yes, exactly. The problem is many of medias and many of the journalisms don't want to talk about this issue, talk about these events, talk about these, it's better if we call it massacre. Actually, in these 2 days, we had some horrible effect on our sociality, and they never talk about it on public medias or TV channels right now. And because the war is covered everything, the news of the war between the United States and Israel and Iran. And actually, at this moment, everybody's just talking about the war.
Well, there's an incredible true story. I couldn't believe it when afterwards I found out when you told me that it was well worth watching. 77 hours. It's incredible what you've achieved in such a short time. And of course, this story needs to get out there as much as possible. Huge round of applause, please. Check out 77 hours. Stay tuned.